Hey guys, I'm gonna sound a little crazy and I'm gonna go off on a whim. And it's because I'm manic right now. I know I'm manic, but I want you to hear the wisdom that comes from this place because if you cherish it, it's a gem to be held and mounted. Um, I've been having talks with myself about infinities, like kind of going off into minuscule infinities and great infinities, and there are so many of them. I guess because infinity goes in every direction, um, you might be able to say the biggest infinities would be fifth dimensional infinities because they can hold the most volume. Um, as a sphere, which, I mean, we just find spheres as the things that hold the most volume in our universe. So if you move a sphere up, but who's to say that there's not a better um, shape than a sphere? We just assume a sphere would be the best shape, and it does hold the most volume in the fifth dimension. So wouldn't that make sense for that to be the biggest infinity? I would think so, but that's just an assumption based on what I know. So um, it's assumed. It's an assumed shape of a higher dimension that has properties that we can mathematically say in this dimension that we know of. And by dimension, I mean like length, width, height. And there's like complex numbers. But you can add even more dimensions to things, and you can add more complexity. And like if we're in an 11-dimensional universe, maybe to start with, then if we're in 6 dimensions, that's not that great, right? Like we've gone down for our five from what we started at. But if this is the cool part, if we can find a way to make our simulations, this is the infinity in simulations hypothesis, like because like the chances of there being an infinite number, near infinite number, it's never truly infinite, but like we say infinite, right? Um, it's it goes off in an exponential direction towards infinity really quickly, um, and it might cycle. I wrote equations that might describe this kind of like on a negative x y z, or I'm sorry, just x y. It might go into the z dimension. I'm not really sure. It could be a fractal. I haven't like looked at it in other dimensions, but I'd like to know if someone else has thought about this. So if you allocate a few of the resources inside of your um, simulation, all you need is just like a small piece of true original human intelligence from the higher dimensions to go into your simulations, right? So you got like just a little piece, and then the rest of it's compression algorithms. The rest of it is like, the rest of it is not conscious most of the time. In other words, like, how hard is it for you to maintain consciousness 24/7, to be completely aware of everything that you're doing, make the decision to do everything that you're doing? Realize how much of that is habit, and then change it. The awareness is the first part, being aware. That doesn't always mean that you're able to change it, though. That's the hard part. You built habits, dopamine habits, things, routines inside your mind that tell you that that's the right way to do things because we've been doing it this way. This is what works, right? So changing that, you have to like. First step is acknowledgement. So once you're aware, and then don't get upset with yourself. Don't like guilt or shame yourself or anything like that. Um, no one can be aware all the time. So that's the first step, is like getting over that. I need to go back to complex infinity. So the multiple infinities of the simulation, and this will all loop together in a second, is that you keep a piece of your original universe, and the rest is compressed. Like you take, we don't need to fully encode sine waves into things, right? We found that CDs and the algorithms, the compression algorithms that worked for compressing digital music was able to take the same amount of information and compress it into smaller space, right? And that's why we were getting like double, right? Like, so at first we only had like a megabyte card or something, like 1 megabyte. Like, what is that? Like, I'm gonna save a PDF file or maybe like a Word doc or something like that. And then they got better, went to like 256, and then you're like, okay, now I can save like a video, something, right? But at the same time, the compression algorithms were getting better. So we were going from like MP3s to like MP4s, and codexes that were better than they were originally, right? And we're reaching a point now where we're creating artificial intelligence that can create better algorithms. If we have an algorithm to make algorithms, wouldn't that make a better simulation, a better reality than the original one? Like holding all of the information, using a conscious mind, someone that was placed inside of it, and recreating a simulation from a mind that was conscious, which could be anyone. Anyone could be chosen at any time, because if we're all in the simulation, then we're all connected and we're all conscious at some point, you know. So that was my thought. that was my thought into like infinities. But yeah, it takes consciousness to change. It takes awareness to change. So that was the other part of it. There's always a road out of every hell that you may have or may not have put yourself into. It doesn't matter. Look at it from an objective standpoint, not from one of criticism or judgment. And from that place grow like a seed or a root into a tree, blossom, fly, propagate. I don't know. That's what God would say. I'm not like, I don't know how I feel about like population. I'm not one way or the other about overpopulation. I think like if you were in a matrix and you had like a number of minds that you had to limit because you only had so much processing power, maybe like population would be a thing that you would not want to like grow too high. Because you're like, oh, I only have this much resources, so we have to like, we have to take away some brain power in some places. We have to take away some, maybe some people need Alzheimer's to like, we can't cure that obviously, because like if they had all their brain function and everyone had all their brain function all the time, then it just wouldn't work, like the system will shut down. So like then it's like we're aware of the resources and we have to maintain them and still progress, and I think I know the way to do that. Someone needs to contact Peter Shore. We need to be like, hey, we're gonna write compression algorithms to the reality. But if it's the military that's creating our reality, and that military is creating our reality for nefarious purposes, like war or destruction of, why would they do that? They would want to run simulations of it because the past, history, like the Library of Alexandria, right? So you don't know what was in the Library of Alexandria, but you can create that time period in a simulation. And you can put the people in that time period because you have like their DNA or whatever stored in a database. So you recreate that based on the DNA profiles that you have of the people into the past. You plant them into maybe different parts of the past and kind of like see how they would play out that time period based on the knowledge that you have. And then you probably get the same results, and that's why history repeats itself, right? So that would be a reason. That would be a reason for future artificial intelligence to like recreate humans or human mind, maybe connected to a computer because it's more efficient that way in the future. I'm not sure. And then the human brains, because they can dream individually, the world around them, can actually self-create the matrix within the matrix, because in each mind is a universe, a whole freaking universe inside your own mind. Think about that every time you dream at night, and just travel in your dreams. Like, it's your dream. If you let other people have power in your dream, it's because you want them to have power. Or like competition, or because it's fun, maybe. Like, you want to have some kind of, I don't know, if you play God for too long in your dreams, you just eventually want you want some fun, you want something different. It's like, okay, I've already flown around the world, I've already like had sex with whoever, I've already like I don't know, learned Harry Potter magic, and I've like met my spirit guide, I've seen my death, I've traveled to the future, the year 2050. I've gone back in time. I've flown dragons. I've slain. Well, I didn't actually slay this one. It's ineffable. I shouldn't talk about this one. It kind of came true in real life, so I don't want to give power to it. And I'm kind of working on eliminating that. I'll have to finish the story, and before, I'm not finished with it yet. I'm still in it right now, so once I finish it, I will share this one. But other words, word to the wise, just don't fight fire with fire in your dreams. Always, if they're using fire, use water. Like, if that makes sense. Defense is okay. Like, defense is fine. You can totally put up defenses. But don't attack anyone in your dream. If that makes sense. Like, don't, even if it's a demon or whatever, don't ever attack it, because that's what it wants. And they might be there for a reason in the dream world. So, just know that you potentially hold the keys, and if you attack it, kill it in the dream space, it can actually come into the real world, and it can change the past. Well, like, it doesn't actually change the past, it makes you think that the past has been changed. It's just a weird thing. It's like the Mandela effect, kind of, like where you have two memories, like two pasts, just two different ones, and anyone can like artificially do this, supplement, an artificial past by like gaslighting someone. I've had this happen to me several times, and my brain's so dual in thinking that I will question whether or not I actually did something. That person, I realize they're gaslighting, and I know it's manipulative, and I know that they do it. I don't do it. I don't do it. I would actually hate it when it's done to me, and I don't want to like cause that kind of suffering to other people. I'm just aware of it, and yeah, it sucks. I was never aware of it until like recently, when I realized I've been gaslighted a lot in my life. I was sheltered kind of growing up. Oh, there's the Hummer. The Hummer. I missed it. I wanted to find it. It's not a trash truck. It's kind of like a trash truck. Every morning. And also my house makes the same noise. It just reverberates that sound all the time. Any car, anything. Like, here. It's the house making noise. Louder. Hey. Did you hear that? I'm gonna have to see if it actually records. I hear it. It's definitely resonating the same note. And the weird thing is, so I'll play like certain songs. I think it was mimicking my voice earlier. Weird shit happens in this house. I don't know what kind of portals are open here. I love them. And I'm scared of them at the same time. I'm like terrified and in love at the same time. I'm not doing that one. It's like some combination of sounds. It comes and goes, you know? Look, I don't want to be discounted as crazy because I'm a completely rational person. I use logic. I know what things are. This is a sock. I think it's made of cotton. It could be a polyester cotton mix. Does it say what it's made of? It doesn't matter. I know what things are. This, you things that are things that are labeled, right? And there are things that aren't labeled yet. Things that like are proven statistically, which is like most anything, everything needs to be proven statistically in order for it to be accurate, right? And an interesting thing about statistics is you're delving into the nature of reality because you're figuring out mathematically how likely something is, right? And I'm gonna bring the part 2 of this video next time. And it has to do with probability. And what is it? I want something hard.
212, baby. So cold.
Okay. Really sick. Wondering if you're a little bit insane, yeah? Are you crazy? I see you looking at me. Oh, needy eyes seeing, but you don't want me. 'Cause no, I'm broken. Full of hopeless emotions. I should've ghosted on the coast a long time ago. Looking through your periscope instead I'm sitting here in the boat, always broken. Soaking up the sun and I'm all alone floating. Beyond the audible, look closing in from both sides. Like a monocle around the third eye. I try to find, see it 'cause it's closed, all the fluoride. Wanna see the divine inside. Pry it open wide. But today I'm gonna fly Like a pilot in the sky, I'll fly my private island and I'll skydive, yeah. I arrive there just on time when everything is going right, yeah. Till then I'll swerve through traffic, feeling like I'm maverick. Also savage, looking like an acrobatics, feeling like I'm doing yoga. So classic, so classy. Last year, I was class in the back of mass, like the U line that is attached to the back of it. I feel like it's hard to let go when the Democrats be grabbing all the oxygen when the free radicals stacked up the carbon footprint back. Shit. The songs are kind of short. That is fucking Mario. Holy shit, it's a Mario! It's a Mario remix. Alright. Looks inside my feelings, I'm rolling through the green island, down a tunnel and I see the time I got these coins and then identities and Russians and infinities. I'm feeling like they're going in the ghost and they be searching through the browsers and the Bowser and they're coming with the flames and they be out of this the town and underground and the pipes, the bricks and circles that be brown. Ground them to the ground, I'll crush them to the dust, I'll crust them to the earth, let them return to dust. They're all just nothing, but I trust that I can become something when I grab the flag. Each his own. I'm gonna find myself a peach to make her moan. Fade away into the setting sun. Unless Steve Urkel, you be looking like the turtle that I'm bursting. Returning to the sea urchins and the star. What are they called? It's not starfish? Or the starfish? Up in the stars in the Milky Way and Mars. Got those Xanax bars and flowers that be charged with superpowers. Grab the mushroom, make it ours. I played this game for way too many hours. I know the cheat codes, know where the secret doors are, and all the hidden floors, the back doors. Super. These are good beats, but I think they're a little slow. Looking in the mirror, see my reflection, try to make neural connections. Outside perceptions, feeling like a eclectic a little bit. I don't get why you give a shit. Just let me be me. Let me be me. You do you, just let me be me. Freedom, I just want freedom. Wanna fly out to the sea like a leaf on a tree, like a breeze. But I got released, I left. Let me be. Grow like a tree up to the sky. Got my roots in the sediment underneath the ground, underneath the pedigree. I'm at Brandy G. Got the Hennessy, gin and tonic, a little bit of cinnamon, melanin, bonus skin. It's back to it. A little bit of remnants left over. Tired of your impediment. I'll be like a minty breath of fresh air coming in like the weather rain, looking at me. Cinnamon, 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 cinnamon. Minty cinnamon, minty cinnamon. Trimming it, trimming it. Cut it. Grass is way too long, you need to cut it. B-U-S-H-Y, you ain't got no alibi. Your bush is bushy, your pussy's bushy. Y'all need to cut it, y'all cut it. Trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. 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 Nickels and dimes, nickels and dimes. Sell them all day, $20 at the time. One day it dawned on me, look for the nickels and dimes under the year 1965, and I'll try to get the silver traded at the pawn shop. Then I'm going down and I drop at the 9 talk. Out on the sidewalk, looking around, begging for this change, looking for it to change. And I was looking at nickels and dimes, nickels and dimes. Sell them all day at the pawn. I was drawn to it. Nickels and dimes that don't pay the rent. So I'm trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. Nickels and dimes don't pay the rent. So I'm trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. Don't let you forget that where you came from when you was living in a tent. Didn't have a motherfucking bridge to keep up your shit. Came a long way since back then. Chopping up the quarters and the dimes like Pac-Man. Some say they'll call me La Capitania. Tired of these gas stations and convenience. When the fuck did fast food get so expensive? These motherfuckers trying to come up tax exempt, yeah. One from under these nuggets, a chicken chunk. play this. I'm gonna set this phone down. Hopefully I don't plug it up. In the versa, feeling like I wanna rehearse it with the churches, cause it makes me feel worthless. I want to find my purpose. I don't feel it when reading like a sermon. I'll be out in the forest reading Matt Sherman. Listen to the bird chirping, perched up high in the birches. I go out to nature, that's where I feel nurtured. It's not urgent. I'm emerging from emergency like a surgeon. It hasn't occurred yet. listening to the people that are working. Everyone's got a purpose, even those out there that feel worthless, hurting. Out in the miniskirts working. I just wanna be third, I don't care about first. Everyone's out there thirsting, tossing all the water onto the furnace infernally. Eternally, like eternities, and nocturnally, and I'm burning inside, it's turning inside, the burning's inside's turning. Turn around in circles, and it's turning. Y'all are just dirty.